Alright, Richard, let's now talk about the best way to get in shape for a long motorcycle trip. In this stream now, based on my experience, I will tell you what sports helps and what not on long trips. In the end, I will also tell you what I do to keep myself in shape. I will basically discuss a few different type of sports that people usually practice to get in shape and to be ready for long motorcycle trips, and I'm gonna tell you what works and what not. The first one that I'm gonna start now is the regular fitness. So fitness, it's a good activity. It will help with the general health, definitely. It will help you to get in shape, to have more strength. But if you're after 40, as me and as you, Richard, it's not really good idea, or at least you have to be very careful what you do, because you can injure yourself very easy. On that age, all the tendons are not the same as they were before. You might have a power in the muscles, but the tendons are a different story. So it's really you have to be careful what you do in the fitness. Definitely will improve your general health, but in my opinion, it is not going to help you much with long trips. With general health, yes, but with the long trips, you'll need something else. The next one in the list is going to be running. Running will definitely help you to lose weight. The body actually will eat itself. So this is what running is. When you run a lot and when you don't eat a lot, of course, your body always will eat. It doesn't matter did you put something in your stomach or not. When the body got food in the stomach, the body will eat the food in the stomach. When you don't have a food in your stomach, the body will eat yourself. So this is how the mathematics works, and that's why people lose weight when they run. It will definitely boost your endurance, but for running. And if you run a lot, of course, you'll be able to run even more. You will get in shape, probably will lose a lot of weight, and your legs will become stronger, but your body will be weaker, and you might have problems with your knees, especially if you're after 40, like me and you, Richard, and many other riders that are trying to get in shape for long motorcycle trips. So running, it's already proven that is slowly killing your body. Or a friend of mine used to say, if we need to run, we have been born horses. So that's why I will suggest, if you plan to run to get in shape for long motorcycle trips, better don't do it, because you might have again injuries, and you will actually slowly destroy your knees and your hips, and you might have a lot of problems, especially after 40. If you're a young person, 20, 30, yes, sure, no problem, go to run. But running is not going to help you much with long trips, in my opinion. The next one is cycling. Cycling is considered as best, but I cannot really agree. You're still there, and audio is still good. Okay, cycling people consider it as a best, but I cannot really agree. I have seen also many famous riders or enduro riders or even famous rally race riders cycling a lot. And as any other sports before, yes, it will definitely help you with your general health, to lose weight and to strengthen some muscles, but to have more endurance. But for cycling, again, the muscles that you're going to need when you travel with motorcycles are not that many, and actually they are completely different than the muscles that you're going to need when you're cycling with your bicycle. They're completely different story. You're gonna have a strong legs, very strong legs, and you're gonna have a weak body. This is what bicyclists usually got. They've got like these big boots here, big cuffs, but very weak bodies, because this is what the cycling needs, your legs. But when you ride your motorcycle, you don't need these strong legs. The legs you need only when you walk around. Even if you have a very hard enduro days, you need to ride off-road a lot, you still don't need that strong legs, because you're actually balancing on the bike, you're dancing with your bike. So I can ask you a question: do you need muscles when you dance with your lady? You don't need it. You just need to play gentle. Absolutely agree. A light exercise, I'm going to tell you what I do at the end of the strip. A light exercise a few times per week, maybe walking around, maybe just if you plan to swim, a little bit short swims here and there, absolutely help. But heavy exercise are not going to help. So fitness, running and cycling, as I said, general health, losing weight, to get in shape, maybe to have a little bit more, to improve the numbers in your body. But for motorcycle trips, I don't think so. So the next one, swimming. Again, as I said, swimming is good if you make it. If, for example, you live next to the beach and every morning you go to swim just for 5-10 minutes for overall health, not for swimming like a real swimmer, like on the discipline swimming. No, it's just for a good health for a few minutes, to jump into the sea, have this fresh water with you, have to move the blood in your body. Yeah, for this is absolutely perfect. It is one of the maybe the most gentle sports that will create a great body without harming so much, because you actually will play with your own weight. You are not going to lift weights or something like that, and the injuries are not really common in swimming. So this is maybe the most gentle sport that you can have, and to create a strong body. But again, you're gonna have weak legs, but this is a different story. Definitely will improve your health, improve endurance, but again for swimming. So if you swim, the more you swim, the better you will become, and you will be able to swim for many hours. You will improve probably your breathing, your lungs and everything will improve, no doubts about it. But all of this cannot really help you with the long trips, because it is just not the type of muscles or practice that you're gonna need. So we have another one person on the stream. Please introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you from? So we can continue. Unfortunately, we already start. We covered already 4 different sports: fitness, running, cycling, swimming, and just to conclude everything for you, they all helped with your general health, to get in shape, to have more strength, but they're not gonna help you to improve your riding skills or your riding endurance, whatever you want to name it, or to improve your body or to prepare your body for long trips. So in any other sport, martial arts, football, basketball, volleyball, or anything will have the same effect. You will develop specific muscles and skills for that sport, and this is not going to help you when you ride for many hours, because as I said just a few minutes ago, when you ride for many hours, you do nothing. You're just sitting on that seat and holding your handlebar. For that purpose, you don't need muscles, or you don't need the muscles that you think that you're gonna need it. So your body is a very complex machine. It has thousands of muscles on it, and the muscles that you're going to need to ride a motorcycle are the muscles that you don't know that they even exist in your body. So to develop these muscles, or to make this muscle habit, or to be a better motorcycle rider, fitness is not going to help you. If you do regular fitness, what you will become a better fitness person. You'll be able to lift more weight. You'll be able probably to make more different type of exercises that they do in the fitness. If you run a lot, you'll improve your skills on running. You'll develop strong legs and everything. If you're cycling a lot, you'll become a better cyclist, and you'll improve your legs and your shape and everything. If you swim a lot, of course, you will develop a strong upper part of your body, maybe big shoulders and everything. You'll become a stronger man. But none of this and the rest, martial arts, football and everything, for all of this you will develop a specific skills that you need, or specific muscles that you need exactly for this sport. Hello, Habzurt. Rob here from Australia. Excited to be here. Hello, Rob. I'm really sorry we started, but anyway, we already covered most of the topic. Just be patient at the end. When I finish everything at the end, I will give you enough time to, if you have any other questions or questions on the topic. So be patient. Let me finish this. So any sport that you named will help you to develop a specific skills and muscles that you need exactly for this sport. This is how the body works. The body is very clever biological machine, and it's never keep useless stuff. So if I sit on this computer all day, this is what I do now almost every day, because the weather is not good now. What kind of muscles I need? Nothing. So the body will immediately remove the muscles that I don't need it. Even if I have a strong arms, very strong arms, they're not gonna stay the same if I continue stay on this chair every day for many hours. So the body will actually dissolve these muscles, will eat it, and will put it maybe more in my brain or in my ass where I need it when I sit here. This is what I was trying to say. The body is very clever, and you cannot just lie it like that. So all of these sports, fitness, running, cycling, swimming, and any other sports, martial arts, football, basketball, volleyball, anything you can imagine, will help you to develop specific muscles, and they are not going to help when you ride a motorcycle. So even if you practice with dirt bikes, some people said, okay, I can practice more with my dirt bike, and this will help me on long trips. It is not going to help you on long trips as well, because dirt bikes, no, it will help you, but not exactly on the long trips. It will help you definitely to improve your riding skills, because dirt bikes are very good to have to learn how to control your motorcycle. Dirt bikes, especially light dirt bikes, will give you the chance to make a practice and control, to make practice with different techniques, with manageable weight, and to learn how to control your motorcycle. And definitely will help you on your trips to ride, to be a better rider. But riding dirt bike all the time is not going to help you on the long trips. Because to ride a dirt bike, the technique is different. Most of the time you stand on the pegs, holding your handlebar, focus on 20 meters ahead of you, and try not to fall. This is what you ride a dirt bike. This is what the dirt bike technique is. But when you ride on the long motorcycle trips, you'll stay for many, many hours doing nothing, just watching the road in front of you. That's why the best way, or the easiest way to become, to improve or to learn or to teach your body how to hold on the long trips, is just to make long trips. It is that simple, and I don't know why people still keep asking me the same question. What is the best way to improve your shape for long trips? Make long trips, and your body will learn what it needs to be done. So you don't need to start with trips that are 2, 3, or 5 months long. No, you can start with 1 day, then make 2 days, then make 1 week trip. But the more you ride, the better you will feel, the more confidence you will gain, and you're not gonna feel, even after a few months or year, you'll understand that to make something like 500 kilometers per day or even 1,000 kilometers per day are not a problem, because your body already know how to manage it. There are some specific techniques that you can use, but more or less this is the situation. You just need to ride more, and your body will adapt and learn and will tell you everything that it needs. Practice is the key. The more you practice, the better you will become. If you combine long trips with dirt bikes, with riding with dirt bikes, this is already like a pure adventure trip. So if you have your dirt bike at home, or if you have a practice with dirt bike at home, and then you have your motorcycle to make a long trips, or even if you have your trip that you travel with it, like I have my old, like me, I have the Tenere now. With the same Tenere, I can make short trips around my home. I can also go to some dirt roads around my home, and with the same Tenere, I can travel after that. So this is like a perfect combination to be ready for adventure trips, because on the adventure trips, it's or this is the understanding of people, that on adventure trips you might have situation where you don't have a road. It's like dirt roads. So practice is the key. Day trips, test your limits, 1 hour, 2 hours without stopping, maybe 3 hours, 5 hours, 1 day, whatever you like to do, but just ride as much as possible, and then you'll be all right. Change it to week trips, and then you can make it longer, 1 month or whatever. If you combine long trips with dirt roads and dirt road practice, then you'll be ready for any adventure trip that it's about to come. And last but not least, what I have to add on this topic is to have the best quality food that you can afford before the trip. So this is something very important, and I know that many people just Nikolai, yes, this is what I'm about to say, Nikolai. Your question came just on time. Yeah, when I'm not traveling, when I'm at home, I'm very, very strict with the food. I always try to eat the best possible food from the best possible sources. Luckily, I lived in Bulgaria and we still get possibility to find a quality food. So I can basically go around Varna, in Varna or around Varna, and find the best sources of meat, the best sources of cheese, milk, or any kind of vegetables, anything that I like to have. So as I said, I'm very, very strict at home. All of my friends and family members and even my wife are joking, oh, you want to live forever, you're always so cautious about the food. No, I don't want to live forever. I will live whatever God said, but I would like to live my days in good health. And for that purpose, I strongly believe that it is the food is one of, if not maybe one of the most important moments that you have to be careful if you want to have a good health. No worries, no worries. See you next time and have a nice day there. All right. 5:30, man, it's the other side of the world. So for me, the food, as I said, is very important, and it's very important to refill your body before the trips, because on the trips, most of the time, I do not have any chance to find the proper food or to eat the proper food or the food that I would like to eat. That's why I prefer to refill my tank, if I can say it this way, to refill my tank with a good quality nutritious food, and then on the trip I can survive with whatever food I can find. But when I come back home, then I will start again to clean my body, to eat proper food, to relax more, and to be ready to go on the next trip. And also I do make some kind of supplementations. I do take magnesium and cod liver oil, but that's everything that I supplement. The rest of the nutrients I just got from the food. Anyway, so as I said, good food, good quality food before the trips, and on the trips, if I can find a good and quality food, of course I'm gonna eat it, but it is not always possible. On the trip, I always take with me magnesium definitely, because when you ride for many hours, you lose a lot of magnesium, especially if it's hot days, you're sweating a lot, and with the water, you also drop a lot of minerals. Of course, it's not only magnesium, there are many different minerals and vitamins that you need, but magnesium is the one that really will help you to relax. Otherwise, you might have some problems. You might have a stiff muscles and stuff like that. That's why the only supplement that I've got with me on the trip is magnesium, and I try to have it at least twice per day. The second time is just before the bed, once in the middle of the day, just pills, drop one pill, and this helped me to continue riding for many days, many hours without any problems. Now I'm gonna tell you a few different techniques or exercises that I do at home every day. In which country love the food the most? Well, the food in Turkey was fantastic. Usually on all of my trips I lose around 5 kilograms. On Turkey I gain 5 kilograms. Turkey is fantastic food. It's very similar, as you know, Nikolai, to our food, except the pork. We eat a lot of pork, they don't eat pork, but it's very nice. In Russia, I would say the food was not bad. They've got a lot of quality food, a lot of quality products, but the Russian kitchen at all, or the way they prepare the food, it's not exactly what we eat here. Quality food, a lot of quantity, but not a good mixture. But anyway, I ate well in Russia. I cannot complain from Russia. And because the prices were very cheap, I was able to eat normally for just in the restaurants. And yeah. So once again, different techniques that I use to protect or train my body for long trips. Actually, guys, for many years I used to do fitness for many years, but in the last 5 years I do only two exercises: pull-ups and push-ups. That's everything I do. When I'm here at home, I don't do it every day even. I do it every other day. Push-ups early morning when I wake up, around 50, and then pull-ups. I have a bar here on the yard and just make pull-ups, whatever you can make. The important is to stretch my body, to stretch my spine, to release the pressure between the segments of the spine. This is very, very important. And every time when I have this chance, when I'm on the trip, I do exactly the same. If I see somewhere a bar, I immediately make some pull-ups, or at least hang myself on the bar just to stretch my body, to release the pressure from the spine. And also almost every morning during the trips, I start with push-ups. Whatever push-ups you can make, just do it. This will stretch your body on the other position, because you spend all day riding like this, and then it's good to stretch your body on the other position. I always try to sleep on my belly, again, to have the opposite side of what you do when you ride a motorcycle. And these are the basic things that I do all the time from many years, and this is what keeps me in a good shape, and I hope it will continue keep me in the good shape. Another technique that I use is when I ride motorcycle, I never stay like that. I always try to stay with a straight back like this, because if you stay like this, it's very easy if you drop somewhere to even to injure your spine. Very, very easy. It's happened a few times with me. I was just relaxed like this, and then suddenly a big drop on the rear wheel, and it's actually hurt my spine really badly. That's why I always try to keep my body like this. Even that it cost me some efforts and power, but I always try to keep it like that, because in this position, even if I have a drop, it's okay. I don't feel it that way because I don't bend. I hope you get the idea what I mean. So this is everything that I do before the trips and during the trips. I don't do any specific movements, anything. I just ride my motorcycle. So I said so many times to so many people, but the practice is everything that you need. Take your motorcycle and ride. That's why every time when I have the chance, when the weather is good, just take the bike, go to the town. It's 20 kilometers, but I go through the forest here. I make it a little bit longer, but I have any kind of terrains just to practice and to feel the motorcycle and to feel good. And then go back always on different roads every day. It's not that many kilometers, only 20 and 20, let's say 50 kilometers altogether. But when you have 50 kilometers every day or almost every day, you have a lot of practice. If you ride the motorcycle only on Saturday or on Sunday for 2 hours, you don't have enough practice. And when you don't have enough practice, your body is not going to learn what it's supposed to do when you travel on the trips. Richard, mental health, riding my bike usually makes me feel better. Absolutely, it's the best antidepressant. But occasionally I know I should be riding. It's important to recognize this. It is also important, yes, when you don't feel well, or when you have a specific pain, or when you have a specific problem, of course you shouldn't ride. Also, if you're upset for something, or if you have some kind of mental problem, or if you have even a problem that you cannot really fix, maybe it's not really a good idea to ride a motorcycle. Yeah, this is another part of the game that might need another stream. Resistant band for carrying exercise tips together with a walking suitable for everything. Yeah, I saw this I saw another one guy recently somewhere in Russia. He has also this band, resistant band. It's actually very helpful to make exercises. Yeah, I know what you mean, and I might get one of this. It's actually very practical, but it's also very nice to have a walks. That's why I always prefer to start early morning, finish early in the afternoon, and then have more than enough time at least to walk around. When you walk around, you somehow stretch your body again. You improve the blood circulation and everything. And again, push-ups are very helpful. If you cannot make push-ups, or if it's hard to you, you can make this cobra shape, from the yoga. You need to stretch your back on the opposite position, because you spend so many hours like this. It's good to stretch it on the opposite position. And all of this is just helped a lot. So that was everything that I actually planned to say, guys. So now if you have any questions or if you want to add something, go ahead. Now is the moment. I'm glad that this week the stream went well. No interruptions with the internet. As I said, it was really bad storm here. Nikolai, you missed the beginning. I will tell you, I sold my old Tenere today. No more old Tenere. Alcohol, absolutely. I usually don't drink much. I'm not a big drinker. Well, I don't do it. On that, I am 49 now, and next year I'll be 50 years old. I don't think that any person after 40 supposed to run, because running is slowly killing your knees and hips. And I need my knees and hips, and I already have some pain in the knees. I don't want to risk it even more by running. I used to run a lot when I was a young person, but not anymore. I understood that it's not really good for the body. Walk. Yes, I walk a lot. We have a lot of walking tracks here around my place because it is actually in the middle of national park. So I walk almost every day, but run not. Legs exercise to lift your bike. All of these exercises that you can make in the gym, they will train you and they will prepare you only to lift weights in the gym, not to lift motorcycle on the road, because they always drop on the most uncomfortable position. 60 stop any sport that makes me feel worse, not better. Absolutely, I agree with you. The sport usually, for so many years, people been told that the sport is good for your health, but in moderation, yes. If you don't use heavy weights, yes. If you use the weight of your body and not so extensive, yes. Anything else is not really good for our bodies. We just are misled for many years. So if you look back many years, thousands of years back, people are running or do some exercises only when they need to do it. They always try to preserve energy and preserve food and everything. So to actually torture yourself with sports every day, it's not something that will ever help. So back to the topic, Nikolai, lifting weights will help you to lifting weights. But when you drop your motorcycle somewhere, usually it happens like this, on the not so comfortable position. Yeah, not 194, it's 193,000 kilometers, a lot of kilometers, but listen now. The guy that bought it said, I know it's on many kilometers, but if I find the same motorcycle on less kilometers, it will be double price. So he preferred to buy my motorcycle, ride it until it's right. When it has some problems, to fix it, and still will be much cheaper than to buy a motorcycle on double price. Yes, the kilometers are a lot, no doubts about it. But yeah, if you have the same on 50,000 kilometers, the price will be double, even more than double. That's why he decided to get it. Anyway, I'm happy with the deal. I'm happy that the garage will be empty now. I can have more stuff there, so it's alright. Nikolai, you came late. If you have any questions, now is the moment. Go ahead. Not today, Nikolai, because you know, in Bulgaria, especially in the east part of Bulgaria now, it's a big storm, a lot of snow everywhere. Tomorrow will be nice, and then after a day or two will be again sunny, so I'm gonna ride again. Thank you very much for coming, Richard. You're the first, always here, always. I really appreciate your time, not only here, but in all comments on the channel, everything. All the support that you provide, thank you very much. So Nikolai, I definitely ride all year round. I don't have this winterizing the motorcycle because I use it every day. I have only one car, and when my wife went to work with the car, I'm with the motorcycle, so I go with the motorcycle here and there all the time. And it's also good, I really enjoyed this commuting time to town and here and there. And also it's a good practice, as I said before. Yeah, I will agree. It is probably closed. It's also closed on the way to Dobrich here after Varna. So yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad, and it's what is bad is that yesterday everything was fine. It was like 12 degrees, something like that, and suddenly it starts such a strong wind later in the evening, and it became like a real storm. And now it's snow everywhere, and all roads are closed. So it's really bad. Tomorrow will be all right, but today definitely not. So I hope that the next week. Let me see what is the forecast for next week. Next week the forecast is going to be much better. Yeah, tomorrow will be 5 degrees. No, tomorrow will be 10 degrees, then 13, 14. Oh, definitely. Tomorrow I'm with the car because I have a lot of work to do with the car. But then on the next few days I will ride the bike. All right, no questions. Thank you very much, Richard. You're interested what I eat daily. I eat mostly meat, cheese, a lot of butter, vegetables here and there. This is what I eat mostly. I eat a lot of eggs. Every morning I don't really make breakfast because I'm not hungry early morning, but around 10, 11 o'clock every day I eat 4 eggs. 4 eggs every day on higher eggs like this, round eggs. Not scrambled eggs, just a normal. Every day. And I do it for many years and I feel very good. No, I have garden, but there's no vegetables in my garden, only grass. No. I do eat some vegetables, but not many. I eat salads here and there. But now at the moment it's mostly meat. I had the dinner now. My wife make really nice meat, pork meat with potatoes, some carrots in. Was really nice with salad. Was very good dish. Very good dish. I feel good. But mostly meat, eggs, butter. I eat a lot of butter. I eat probably around 1 kilogram of butter per 10 days, believe it or not. I also cooked, and my wife cooked everything with butter. So we eat a lot of butter, me, and a lot of eggs. So 4 eggs per day, I eat more than 100 eggs per month. And the egg is the perfect combination of proteins and all of the nutrients that it's supposed to have. It hasn't got inside only vitamin C, which one you can get from vegetables or from oranges or whatever. I eat also bananas. I eat a lot of honey as well. I eat bananas, oranges, honey, apples. We have a lot of dried foods here at home. This is what I eat basically. I don't drink coffee. I don't eat sugar. From the sweet things, I eat only chocolate. I don't drink coffee. I drink only tea. I drink 1 tea per day early morning when I wake up, when I have tea. If I don't have tea, if I'm traveling somewhere, I don't drink anything. But coffee I gave up maybe 6-7 months ago, and I never go back to the coffee again. Before that, before every trip, I always gave up coffee because on the trips I cannot find a good coffee because what I like usually it's very short espresso, Italian type of espresso, and this type of coffees you cannot find on the road. That's why before every trip I usually gave up the coffee, and then when I come back I start drinking it again. But now on this trip I gave it, of course, about 3-4 months before the trip I gave up the coffee, but I don't want to start it again because it is so good without coffee. When I don't have this addiction, it's so nice. Tea is fine. If I have tea, I drink. If I don't have tea, it's not a problem. But when I was drinking coffee and I don't have coffee, it's a problem. I got addicted to the coffee. That's why at the moment, no problem at all. From the sweet things, I like only chocolate. If it's a milk chocolate, then I will eat the whole chocolate at once. That's why now I prefer to buy dark chocolate, because the dark chocolate you can eat just a few pieces and that's it. You don't need to eat. I don't need to eat anymore. I don't want anymore. But with the normal milk chocolate, oh man, I open it and I eat it all. Food is the topic that I'm interested from many years. I have made a lot of experiments. I ate different things different times, and I finally came to the conclusion that I came now. I'll show you now one really interesting book that I will recommend to go find and read. This is the book. Nutrition and Physical Degeneration, Dr. Weston Price. Find it on Amazon, read it. It's a very useful book that will answer most of the questions that you might have, and also will surprise you in many ways, especially around the topic of vegetables and vegetarians and vegan diets that many people try to experiment now, but will definitely help to understand, to see the whole picture of everything. This book actually helped me to make my final conclusion what I have to eat, and I hope it will be all right for the future. It is a fact that I never been sick in the last 30 years. 30 years, no, I'm not joking. For the last 30 years, I never been sick. I never got even a high fever. Maybe it's a good genetic, maybe I'm a lucky man, but never ever happens, never ever. Even during this COVID pandemic times or whatever, I never been sick. For one of the days I feel like smashed, I have pain in the muscles just for one day. No fever, nothing. On the next day I was fine. If we can consider this COVID, or if I've been sick, fair enough. I never took antibiotics in the last 30 years, never ever for anything. So I would like to stay like this in the future. That's why I'm very, very cautious with the food. All right. See you in the next video. Ciao.